here with not a reaction video but my favorite 2020 K-dramas. Yeah, it's like 2020 brought many people into K-dramas, and who were already into K-dramas became a manic. I know, right? K-drama. The world in itself is so beautiful when you are in K-drama. K-drama. So today I am here with my top favorite 2020 K-dramas. I think I started watching K-dramas around 2017. Yeah, I was so bored. I don't know. I was just browsing through YouTube. Something just popped. I just saw it, and in the comments I got to know it is a Korean drama. And like that, I just started my journey. I don't know. But that has been a beautiful journey. It just started with a single video, and it just led me into a totally new world. Actually, me being a K-pop fan is just because of K-drama. I got into K-drama, then went into K-pop. Such a beautiful. Then I explored Thai dramas, Chinese dramas. It just one single Korean drama has connected me throughout many different dramas, the music around the world, and also beautiful people, I must say. Exactly. I've got best of friends just because this was just a starting point. K-drama. I started watching K-drama, knowing K-pop, going to some K-pop events, knowing that people around me actually do watch K-pop, K-drama. They're into it. They have events. They get together. They celebrate their friends. And I just started going out. It was really fun. And now I really have a big K-pop family. K-pop, K-drama family. I love you guys. So today I am here with my favorite 2020 K-dramas. So it's just that I just loved watching them. I just love watching K-dramas, and this 2020, which was actually so sad, got little better because of this. No, actually much better. Whatever. So basically I am just gonna say all the dramas I personally enjoy watching all through 2020. So let's go start with my first K-drama 2020 I started watching was Crash Landing on You. Exactly. Yeonmin's drama Sonye Jin. Oh, such a beautiful pair they were, on-screen couple. Wow, I just love them. I just love this Chaebol drama and also this soldier drama starts. So with that, knowing that soldiers somewhere after I watched this trailer, I was so into the drama already. So I just watched. It's a fun plot where she just goes on a paragliding and ends up in North Korea, and with his help she'll get back to her country. Meanwhile they stay together. Oh, blossoms! Such a cute story it was. Wow. I really liked watching it. 2020 started with this drama for me, and it went on a very big long list. So my second drama was Dr. Romantic. Well, I think many have actually watched the Dr. Romantic one, yeah. Romantic Doctor Teacher Kim. So actually, there is a story behind it for me. First season, I always delayed. I don't know why. It is some 2016 drama, I guess. But even after knowing it, I think I delayed it till 2019. And in the end, 2019 end, I don't know. Because I was left with no other dramas to watch, I watched it. And I was like, Chakri, you did the worst thing that you never... it was a bad decision. That I didn't go towards it and watched it. After watching it, I just loved the plot. And I was about to end the series, and then there was this news of season 2, and I was like, Chakri, you did the best thing in the world by watching this drama. And I was like on cloud 9. Oh, second season for this best drama. And this second season stars the same Dr. Kim along with cutie stars. I just love those both female and male. Please, they are so cute. Uri weightlifting fairy, then Anya so Kim Min-jae, he's such a cutie boy. Kim Min-jae, everybody. So I just couldn't resist myself from watching it, and I watched it. Personally, I just love medical dramas because I am a science student, because I wanted to be one doctor, so maybe that's the reason. But it mainly just goes through very rough like the female lead with like anxiety. They just are transferred into the very rural hospital to learn what exactly goes in a hospital, and they just try hard, work, cheer for each other. So I just loved Dr. Romantic too. My third drama is Itaewon Class. Of course, who in the world didn't watch Itaewon Class? Come on, just name me if you're ready. Come on, guys, Park Seo-roy was year of 2020. I just give it to Park Seo-roy, please, because that drama, Itaewon Class, has been the best drama of 2020. And that bad, rude female lead. Wow, Kim Dami, her acting is just on other level. I just loved her performance all through the series. And also the villain, the shady villain, Anboya. Like, oh my god, too many different people. Youth, food, life, drama, romance. Every part of it was beautiful. You know, where you feel so inspired watching Park Seo-joon, where he went through a lot of struggles because he was targeted by the villain and his family. He was sent to prison, but he still came out as a very good man, where he wanted a revenge, but not in a bad way. He just wanted to do his work on his own capability. He just wanted to build a restaurant and go against the villain's chain of restaurants. That's it. But you know, they've showcased many people. Like, every individual character in it was different. The female lead was so hot-headed girl, like high school student. Park Seo-roy was a calm man. Like, I don't know, I liked every single aspect of it. Like Anmon's villainism, like it was so real. The way he portrayed it was really good. That's a beautiful drama about youth, how they grow up together, and he finds he just got his revenge. And the OST, let's not forget about the OST. The best OST of 2020 is from Itaewon Class. Shira, you know, you just feel like go, you know, that it feels all this, go for your dreams, do it, you can do it, how many hardships come, it doesn't matter. It just makes you feel so inspired and go for it, makes you motivated. Yeah, that's the drama I really liked in 2020. My fourth favorite drama of 2020 is Hospital Playlist. Wow, what a drama it was. Like, you know, I was actually sad. Actually, I didn't start that drama because, I don't know, I didn't feel like going for it. One day I was so bored that I started that drama out of nowhere. I watched it ongoing though, after like 3-4 episodes were released. I don't have anything to do, not any drama to watch. I just started watching it and I was like, wow, what a beautiful drama it is. It's a story of 5 friends who were doctors. Actually, they became friends in their university. Then they just continued their friends. Then they are in their 30s. Everything that goes around a hospital, the responsibilities that comes with being a doctor, their own family time. And in the end, all the friends together, every week they go around, like they are a band. They just go chill every weekend, sing and practice it. Such a beautiful drama, you know, you can just feel it. I just love medical dramas. While watching it, I was like, it would have been really like this is exactly what I wanted in my 30s if I would have been a doctor. Like my friends, my work, my patients, like this is what I actually wanted from my life. I felt happy watching it, I felt sad, I felt pain, like every single emotion. Such a beautiful drama. I just liked watching it. Like a lot. Hospital Playlist. Such a beautiful drama. I just can't wait for the season 2. Like every single character has their own story, their own life to lead. But still in the end they just are friends together since 20 years and a forever type. It's really a heartwarming, soothing, beautiful drama where, you know, this showcases all the fun of life, tensions, responsibilities, the drama that comes with a friend, the joy, the comedy that comes with being in a friend circle. It's just beautiful. And a workplace, how to go through all the stress you go under, and still in the end, it's always fun. It's always what you wanted from your heart. The way they showed it all through the drama was beautiful. Hospital Playlist. Such a beautiful drama, I say. My number 5 is Find Me in Your Memory. It stars Moon Go-young and Kim Dong-wook. I actually was not sure on watching this, but I still watched it and I really liked it. The plot goes around like she doesn't really have the memories which are so important part of her life, and also the main lead actually has a condition where he remembers every single day of his life, like 365 days of the year are just stored as it is without even erasing, without even forgetting in his mind. It's like it's beautiful to remember all the beautiful memories, but it's also same painful because not every day is beautiful, not every day is sad. I really enjoy watching the drama. She's an actress. She is so cool, chill, fun type girl. But suddenly she comes across this anchor with the particular condition of remembering every single detail of his life, like every day. It was fun story where they just grow fond of each other, but later gets to know that the main lead's first love, whom he can never actually forget, is her best friend, whom she has actually forgotten. That was a twist in the drama. They were together, they overcome everything. Even though he remembers his first love, she also found all the clues of her lost memory. And in the end, they just got together. It's a beautiful drama to watch. I recommend you to watch actually. It's beautiful. I really like Moon Go-young being all bubbly, shouting, and like, such a beautiful character. I really like her character. The way they characterized her role was really good. And my sixth drama is Meow, 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 The Secret Boy. Yes, it's Infinite L. L's drama, yeah, with my favorite actress, Shin. Yes. And also it has So Ji-hoon in it. It's beautiful. Like, you know, fantasy dramas. Who doesn't like the fantasy dramas? Come on, like, tell me who doesn't. Moreover, a cat drama. Like, the cat can just transform into a human, and where the female lead actually liked one boy for a long time, but actually couldn't. They were not together, and out of nowhere, this cat was left over, and the cat can turn into a human only when that cat was with the female lead. Such a beautiful plot. I enjoyed, you know, all these fluttering feelings and also comedy factor and also the romance between them. I just loved it. Such a cute drama it was. Okay, let me be honest, I just watched it for L. Yes, I just watched this drama for the cast. Yes, exactly for the cast. And I just liked it. Cute drama it was. My seventh one, I guess, another 2020 favorite, The King. Lee Min-ho's The King. He was back after like years. Please, we were waiting for him and finally blessed us with The King at Hormona. Also, we have our female lead Kim Go-eun and also our sturdy bodyguard Woo Do-hwan. I'm like so big fan of him. This is like perfect cast for a perfect drama. I'm not gonna discuss plot, anything. Like, I just love the drama. It was perfect fantasy. Like the heroism in it, the jokes, everything was super. The plot, parallel universe where the crossover. Let me know. I just loved everything about this drama. I just enjoyed it. I also had this fluttering moment, like save her in Korea. He just goes on that Maximus. Oh my god, like you shouldn't have done that. Fantasy. You know what? I don't know why, I just love Korean fantasy dramas. Not just other, like, I don't know. I feel like Korean fantasy dramas are very near to reality. Even though it's fantasy, it's somewhere like they portray it in a way. Like, you just feel like, okay, maybe there might be a parallel universe, there might be a king, or else there might be a cat which turns to human. You feel like it would have been good if something like this would happen. Like, I feel like we just want to live in that world. So yeah, King was one such. Another drama I enjoyed a lot watching in 2020 was Dynamite. So my type of drama. Calm, cool, quiet, chill, happy, lovely, bubbly, everything. I don't know. It's beautiful. I always say beautiful, right? It's a fun drama. I liked it because, you know, the female lead and main lead were like, they don't have any connection, but they just met on a plane where she was dumped by her boyfriend, but later they found out, they started eating, and they're just not even friends. Not more than this, not less than that. They just like they have a bond of dinner mates. They just go out for dinner have dinner. They have dinner mates. They just meet up for the dinners. They have dinners and just go. And suddenly this blossoms into a friendship, then into love. Meanwhile, their ex comes back, but still they are bond and the love between each other blossoms in the end. Like I just like the drama because it was steady, constant, mature, all these feelings into it. So beautifully showcased drama it was. I really liked that drama. I really enjoyed watching in 2020 was this To All the Guys Who Loved Me. It's a drama where it's a story of a webtoon manager, webtoon artist manager. Yes, she actually wanted to be a webtoon artist but couldn't, and just she's like the webtoon artist manager, and he's one CEO. But they were linked in their past lives for three lives. They've always been wife and husband. So the male lead actually remembers all these things, but female lead couldn't. So he approaches her, and again they go through everything what has happened, what the misunderstandings were there in their past. They just clarify all those in this present life. They come together. It's beautiful. It's fun drama to watch. I like it. These are the 2020 dramas I really enjoy watching in my first half of 2020. Yeah, this is actually the part 1, and I'll come up with my part 2 of 2020 favorite dramas. And also, please comment below what were your favorite top 5 K-dramas you really enjoyed in 2020. Don't forget to comment. Please comment. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye guys. See you in the part 2. Part 2. Bye bye.